Hi, I'm Chris from musicradar.com. We're here on the Roland stand. I'm actually on stage, in fact, and I'm here with Peter from Roland, who's going to show us Jupiter-50, brand new sort of younger brother to the Jupiter-80, and the version 2 of the Jupiter-80, and they're kind of connected. So I'll hand you over to Peter. Hi, Peter.
Hi, how are you doing? Welcome at the Roland stage here. Welcome, everybody. So what we have here is, first of all, is the version 2 of the Jupiter-80, which we introduced last year. What's in version 2, very quickly, is like 4 main items. To begin with, we listened a lot to the user comments, and our engineers developed, based on all the comments that we received, some special new filters for the Jupiter-80 in version 2. So we got like 4 new low-pass filters based on behavior modeling technology. So I'm not allowed to use the names, but like the famous synths are in there, and they really make everything happen in the Jupiter now in the synth section. Last year we focused very much on the acoustic sounds. They're still there in both models, in the Jupiter-80 and the Jupiter-50. This year with version 2, we also look at the synth engine, and we boosted that up severely. The second part, next to the new low-pass filters, is the effect algorithms that we changed. In the first version, you could only use them in parallel mode. Now you can select different modes to have them serially. So you can stack up to 5 effects on a single oscillator if you want to do that in the Jupiter. The third thing is that we made a complete integration in sonar with ACT, allowing you to use the transport controls as well as the faders, the knobs, to control and to tweak your plugins, or just to control your DAW, as you can see on the screen. We'll have a look at that later on. That's the third thing. And then, of course, one of the differences between the Jupiter-80, our big flagship model, and the Jupiter-50 is the touchscreen, which is not on the 50. However, both units have now the possibility to be controlled from your iPad, directly using the USB connection of the iPad without needing a MIDI interface. Jupiter-50 and Jupiter-80 support both since version 1.1 already. They do support generic USB drivers, which allow me to hook it up immediately, directly, and then now I can see the colorful graphic editor, and I can control polyphonically different controls simultaneously. So I just select the sound that I want to edit, activate the oscillators, I can go to the different variations, I can call up the lists of all the wavetable which is inside of the Jupiter-80 or the 50. And off I go. I can edit it very easily from this iPad editor. So that's the great news about the Jupiter-80, which still remains our flagship model. Nevertheless, I mean, some people might have a problem with carrying the weight, and they would like something more affordable, an instrument which is maybe a lot lighter, so 6 kilos less, and then we get to the Jupiter-50, which is the new Jupiter that we are showing. And the goal is, of course, to create a lineup to allow people to interchange data, because they're fully compatible. They have the same engine, so the same quality of sound, the same acoustic sound, the same synth engine, only it's half of it. So you have 10 synth engines in the Jupiter-80, you've got 6 of them in the Jupiter-50, you have half the polyphony, which still is 128 voices, plenty of voices there for live performance. You have real-time controls, you have the fader, you have the D-beam, of course, which allows you to control many various parameters, amongst others also the tone blender, which is a terrific feature in the Jupiter-80 already. So it's the same, only half of it, half of the effects, but enough to make very nice sounds. And with the version 2, I'd like to show that to you. Since it supports USB playback as well, I can easily play back my backing tape and play along to that with the new sounds that are inside the Jupiter-50.
And is it half the price?
Almost. It's going to be hitting the stores, I guess, in the UK for $16.99. So in euros, that'll be $19.99 going into the stores, and we expect it to be there end of June, early July, probably.
So maybe could you show off some of the new synth sounds, and maybe just take us through those filters, because that's really interesting.
have a sound, I can easily go into the effect section, and there you see the different effect settings that I have here. I can now tweak the effects and put them all serially, one behind the other. So there's different structure which allows me to play much more with these effects. The way you can only do it with computers. There's no hardware synth that allows it, because the parallel feature remains intact. So you can decide wherever in the chain of effects you want to get into with your sounds. So you can enter the chain wherever you want, which is only this kind of flexibility you would only find in software synth. So that's a pretty cool thing. We can have a look at the new filters. Maybe here you can see them already on the editor. Basically here you can see the low pass filter 1, which basically is the behavior modeling of the old Jupiter 8 filter. So also what we have is another filter. As I said, I cannot call the names. It starts with M and ends with OOG, which is another filter type, and it has a typical behavior like if you close the filter, there's no sound. And this is also what you will find in the Jupiter 80 and Jupiter 50 with that version 2. Then also you will find the traditional filter that we already had, plus then a sequential circuit type of profit filter which is inside as well. And they really make the sound happy.